keynote address.
Shri Deepak Rastogi, Additional Registrar General and Census Commissioner, Joint Secretary Dr. Rajendra Kumar, DDG NIC Srimati Geeta Verma, Senior Technical Director NIC Alka Mishra, and data controllers who have come for this workshop. At the outset, I must congratulate NIC for organizing this workshop. It should educate everybody on the issue of data and open data. And NIC also deserves congratulations for the opening of this platform, which is the open data platform, which now most countries are now subscribing to, because that is the future for data in the whole world. The rank which we have now, which is at the 10th, will be difficult to maintain if you do not remain active, because all countries are now coming onto the open data platform, and others will overtake you if you do not remain active and be alert and keep your actions proactive. Now today I must congratulate all of you who are present here, because you are doing a very important service to the country. You may not realize it, but you are a part of what is called the governance of the whole country. Why are we talking about open data nowadays? It is all to do with governance. The whole idea of governance is changing over time and rapidly because of the use of information and communication technology. What used to be government now is no longer relevant, and governments have to change with time as information technology, communication technology moves with rapid speed. As you know, the computing speed doubles every 18 months, and the speed of data at the end of optical fiber doubles every 9 months. So with these speeds, the relevance of government becomes difficult if they don't change with time. Governments have to be relevant in terms of being open, transparent, speedy decisions, in terms of participation from the community, without which you will become irrelevant. Now, as you are the data controllers of your respective departments, you have a very big responsibility to see that the data which is generated in your department is kept on the open platform. Now, there is pressure on government to provide services. There is demand for services, there is demand for new applications and provision to the last mile. Now, without the use of open data, without the availability of open data, you cannot develop those applications. Now, there is an economic benefit to all this. Why do we do this open data? Somebody might say, what is the need? Yeah, open करने से क्या होगा? I think we will only lose our power. You know that zero-sum approach used to be there. When people thought, if I keep the data to myself, I'll be the powerful guy in the department. And the other guy who doesn't have the data will not be so powerful. So that thinking has to go. Because it is all about win-win. Because if you do not open up, you will be the loser in the long run. Now, how does it happen? Now, when the public sector information comes in the public domain as open data, it allows commercialization of that data through the applications and through other methods by which the data can be converted into commercially valuable information. Now, the end user uses this valuable information and gets some benefit out of it. So when he gets benefit, he generates further data, because that data has now become further value added. Now, this value added data itself then starts a virtuous cycle. Virtuous cycle means it starts feeding in a positive manner. So when this happens, the economy benefits. And when the economy benefits, that is when everybody's well-being increases. Now, research is showing that if we go on the open platform, then the benefit to the global economy, this is a study by Global McKinsey Institute, the global economy would be benefiting to the tune of $3 trillion annually. You can imagine the value of open data. Similarly, study in the European Commission which says that if you use open data on a wider scale, completely without restrictions, subject to those negative lists, you would be gaining in terms of economy to the tune of 55 billion US dollars. So the advanced countries see a potential in the open data. They are not just doing it for the heck of it. They know that it not only promotes open governance, but it has a huge economic benefit. Now, more early we realize this, better it is for us. Because India is a country which has a huge population, which is a natural resource. Data itself is a natural resource. The whole future is going to be about data. Now you must be seeing how the private companies are virtually offering services free of cost only to get the data. That data is the crucial thing which they are going to analyze, manipulate and make it commercial. So when we talk of big data coming in the future and the analytics associated with big data, it won't be possible without the open data platform. So as I mentioned earlier, you play a very key role in your department because you are changing the governance structure of the country. Governance will be in future mobile and connected. As you all know that India is a highly mobile oriented country with 900 million mobile handsets. And then of course connected we are not in terms of optical fiber, which again is a part of our Digital India campaign. So we will be connected also in terms of 250,000 villages will be connected to the Digital India. So mobile and connected government, open and transparent, intelligent government which can understand the data, interpret and create applications accordingly, and participative as was mentioned. The participative part comes as I saw in your presentation. That is also very important because all future governments have to be participative. Otherwise they will become irrelevant. So open data is a key element in this whole new governance structure which is based on digital governance, e-governance, whatever you may call it. Ultimately, the ease of governance and the effectiveness depends on how you use and manipulate open data. Now, data controllers, as the name suggests, sort of control data. Probably it's an international terminology. But if there's a negative list, it should be the other way around. No? That means open by default.
So that they can another name which we've been also deliberating, but data officer is another name which means.
Because controller gives a negative connotation.
No, we also felt like that. So we can, if we recommend today, we can make that.
I would suggest, because openness and control, they sort of, it's not very.
Yes, sir.
Control liability. No, data is reliable.
I think control is more to do with the privacy part of it, I think. That is the main thing.
Some data is more efficient. So we cannot read the use of data. So confidential experiment has to be.
I think we should think in the panel discussion, we should brainstorm on some new terminology. Because we need not make it a controller, it gives a very negative connotation as we are controlling data. Our aim is to give open data by default. On a default position, you should be giving open. And control is only the exception part. But here it means the main thing is control and the exception is open. So opening of data is also important for interoperability. You must understand this because departments, when they operate interoperably, that means your data set and another department data set combined to produce some output. Then you are much more efficient. If you remain in your silo department, then that data has less value than when it is integrated with another database. For example, the Aadhaar database, when integrated with another, say, bank database, it becomes so much more, both become valuable. So that's why the interoperability part comes in, where again you need to have this open data and open standards, open APIs. So, as I mentioned yesterday, we had a very inspiring speech by our Honorable Prime Minister. He sort of pushed for governance in big way, and that is where I would like to reiterate that governance is which is key for us in a country like ours, where we need to change the way we are governing ourselves, and where again this openness is very much important. In a country of our size, we have to be open, we have to be transparent, because there are democracy issues, we have to be participative. I think these are all covered in the entire Digital India campaign. Why the Digital India campaign was initiated by our Honorable Prime Minister was essentially because he wants to change the entire governance, the way we govern ourselves. So don't think that data is an isolated thing for you. It is a very important resource, it's a natural resource which can aid to the GDP, which can improve the productivity of our system. And productivity is where your openness would come in. GDP growth, as you know, depends on factors of production like the capital and labor. And now I would like to add data. I think data is going to be the main driver of GDP because the open data will lead to improved productivity of services, improved delivery of services, with reduction in cost. So you get much more value for money for the amount of money, public money spent on services. You will get much more output of the economy, and with improved productivity, you will have better GDP growth. So this session, I'm very happy, is a very timely session. And what is important is this message of open data has to go further down in the system. It should not be that only the data controllers are motivated about open data. They must pass it down and explain to their colleagues what the importance of open data is. Probably it's a little abstract in the sense a person will say, how does it help? We can't make out. But there are so many ways you can explain to them. That is where I think we must propagate this idea, and advocacy, as they say, is required, as well as capacity building. And as Rajendra mentioned, we should take the states on board because states are a huge source of data for us, and also a place where services are actually rendered. So that is where productivity has to be improved. And India being a very technologically savvy country, I'm sure once you open up the data sets, you will have a lot of people who are going to use these data. And many foreign people are waiting to use India's big data, because we have the capacity to generate big data because of our very big size. So I think we should deliberate on these issues in the next session and come up with a clear strategy of how to spread it very quickly and fast down the line in all departments and all the states. And NIC will be taking a lead role in that, I'm sure, and other departments will be cooperating to that extent. Open data champions, I think NIC's idea of rewarding the best people in open data is a very good idea. I think we should do it probably every year, because I think you're now doing it every 2 years. But 2 years mein to you're gone. And things change so fast. You have to move very fast with, especially in terms of open data. And with these words, I think I'll conclude. Thank you very much.